Hello, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Today we're discussing chimney caps and why this time of year are chimney caps important. This time of year, in our market, we get a bunch of rain. So if you don't have a chimney cap at all, meaning it's just a hole at the top, or you're not sure if you have a chimney cap, it's important because if you have a hole, water runs down, it does damage. Suddenly the chimney cap, which is a simple repair, that's a long-lasting repair, that lasts a long time, that does a good job. Suddenly you have, tons of repairs on the inside because the water does damage. The fireplaces and chimneys are not supposed to stay wet. They're not supposed to leak. That's not the way this is supposed to work. So chimney caps are really important. Once again, if you're not sure, if you hear water, if you that kind of thing, it's time to have your fireplace inspected. So, number two, why are chimney caps important this time of year? We're in spring. Things like to nest in spring, which means raccoons and birds and all kinds of stuff. Even if you have a chimney cap, if it doesn't have proper spark screening around it, then stuff can get in, which means you can have literally raccoons having babies inside your fireplace. We've already seen it this time of year. Also, chimney swifts is a type of bird that loves to nest inside of chimneys and is on the watch, which is a protected bird from it's protected by a national code so that you can't touch it once it nests. So if you don't want that stuff, chimney caps are important. If you're not sure about your chimney cap, it's important to have it inspected to make sure it's correct, because it could have at one time been correct. And we see it all the time where some of the screen isn't made out of 100% correct materials, where it's starting to rust, it's starting to fall apart. And now it's where it didn't let critters in before, it is now. So that's why yearly inspections are always good. Let's double check those chimney caps. Let's make sure they're keeping the water out, they're keeping critters out, and then we're good to go. Most people also don't know that we make our own custom chimney caps, which means if you want anything bigger, smaller, you want it to match your house and the roof structure so it has a perfect roof. We also, it's important for us to put on drip edges like eaves on your house so that the water runs away from your fireplace and not down the sides of the fireplace, which means the brick, the siding, the stucco, whatever, the stone, whatever's on the side is not only going to look better because there's going to be less mold, less mildew, all that kind of stuff, but it is also going to last longer. The mortar joints are going to last longer. There's going to be less repairs. Your siding is going to be better. If you still have wood siding, it won't rot as quickly just because we're keeping water off of it. And that's how a fireplace and a chimney is designed. It's supposed to be designed with those drip edges, at the very top, it stick out farther than the structure underneath it so that water runs away from the structure. Just like your house, you have eaves with the gutters on the outside, if you have gutters, where the water runs away. That's why the brick on the sides of your house usually is more durable than the brick on the chimney. Number one, it's lower. It's not above the house where it's exposed, but it's got those eaves, and your chimney is supposed to have those eaves as well. So it's really, really important to make sure that your chimney is designed correctly and that cap is up there with proper screening to keep the critters out, to keep the rain out, and that will save you big expenses or having to figure out what to do when there's something inside your chimney that has babies. So it's really, really important to get that inspected and to make sure it is correct. One of the ways you can do is right now we're offering a free inspection. So if you call, we'll come out for free, inspect the fireplace from top to bottom, and inspect the cap. And if there's anything that's necessary, give you an idea of what it's going to cost to make it perfect. So that's it for today. So I really do appreciate everybody that has that's watched. Please like the Facebook page, follow the YouTube channel. Thanks for Jerry and Brandy for liking. I really appreciate it. But today's secret is chimney caps. Have them inspected regularly. Even if you have one, you don't know if it's installed correctly. If we have storms with wind, is it going to stay? Which you never 100% know, but we can tell if it's installed correctly. Make sure the screening is correct and make sure there's no rain coming in. So that's it for today. So I really appreciate everybody, and I'll see you next week.